Hello, welcome to our first hands-on coding lesson. In this lesson, we'll be considering these major tags that is the HTML heading, the paragraph, and the list tag. So to begin with, what at all is HTML heading? Just like headings we see in textbooks and newspaper or even on social media posts, HTML also has its various type of heading. HTML headings are elements that define title on a website or on a web page. So they are represented by H1 to H6. So let's get our hands on. So from our previous video, I showed you guys how to generate our basic structure. So I have mine still running here. I didn't close my VS Code. So open your VS Code and open the file we created. And inside the file we created, let me change this to alright. So inside our VS Code and our file opened and yes. So inside our VS Code with our file open, let's start some coding practicals. So talking about HTML headings, to begin with, we start with the header tag. So header, hit enter to generate our tags. So we have our opening tag and our closing tag generated. I like to hit enter just for indentation to make reading of my code much more easier to me. So header, defining our heading. Let's start with our first heading tag, which is H1. So H1 simply has the biggest font to type anything inside to see the effect. So I'm going to type this new dawn, save, and alright. So let me split my screen so that I don't keep switching windows like this. So alright. So we have new dawn. Let's do that for H2 up to H6. So H2, H3, H3, H4, H5, and lastly H6. Okay, so let's just copy our text here and paste them in our various tags. Notice how pasting my tag and my notice how pasting my take time. So you notice how pasting my text took some time. So in VS Code, there are shortcuts that makes coding much more easier for us. So I'll be sharing different type of shortcuts to make typing and coding easier. So the first one is with this pasting, just copy, hold Control plus Alt key and press the arrow key, which is the down arrow key, to select up to the number we want. Yes, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 selected. So with our text already copied, we just hit Ctrl V to paste, and this saves us some time for pasting each text one by one in every tag. So save that. Alright, so basically this is just how the headings look like. So H1 much more bigger than H2 and it follows on and on like that. Okay, so next is the paragraph tag. The paragraph tag is also represented by P. So hit P, enter to generate a paragraph. And I would like you guys to type any sentence, about two sentences or more in the paragraph. So let's start. Okay, so I'm done. So I have one, two, three, four sentences. And guys, notice how all the sentence is just on one line, and the workspace is kind of cute here. I can't see everything. So the question is, how do I get my explore menu here minimized? So to do that, you hit hold control, yeah, hold control and hit B. So control B minimizes our explore tab or our explore menu. So control B to open, control B to close. All right, let me indent this. I'm just indenting it by every full stop so that I get the same on my web page. Okay, saved. So I just did this. I changed my format. I want my code to appear just like the way I've written over here, but then it's not working on my web page. How do I get that done? So to do that, we use a element or a tag called the BR, which stands for the break. So BR simply means break. So break means I'm breaking from the full stop. So HTML reads this as a line break. So wherever it says break, it means skip this line and produce the next sentence on the next line. So this add BR here and BR here and save. Alright. So you notice how the BR looks like just an opening tag but no closing tag, and yet still works. So there are few elements that has only opening tags without a closing tag. An example is the break and also the meta over here, and also the input. So input here, right? Input here has just an opening but no closing tag. Okay. So this is how the paragraph tag works. So you can create multiple paragraphs within a paragraph, or you can create multiple paragraphs within the body. Let's just repeat, copy, and see what happens. Perfect. So we have one, two, three, four paragraphs created on our web page. So that's just how paragraph and headers work. Okay, so let's do something based on list. So HTML list is used to display collection of items that are in a specific order. And there are three types of list. You have the ordered list, you have the unordered list, and you have the definition list. So the ordered list deals with numbering. So let's illustrate that. So we have the tag being OL. So OL means our type of list. So the next is LI. LI means list. What are we listing? What item are we listing? So um probably let's list some fruits. So we have banana, um LI again, mango, LI again, orange. Oh, sorry, mango, mango, LI again, orange. Nice. So numbering. So we have number one, number two, number three. Let's do that for ordered list, unordered list, UL. And let's see what happens with the same syntax. But then I would like to show you guys a few trick over here. I don't want to type each LI one by one. I just want to produce all the three at a go. How do I do that? So VS Code says I should type that by doing LI shift plus 8, which gives us the asterisk sign, simply the multiplication sign. So Li times how many lists do you want to produce? 3. Hit enter. It produces our list for us. So go ahead and type inside banana, mango, and orange. Save. Alright, so you notice the difference. So the first one is ordered list, which has numbers 1, 2, and 3, and the unordered list, which uses the bullets. So we have bullets or dots. Okay, and let's head over to the last type of list, which is the definition list. The definition list. To do the definition list is quite different as compared to the two type of list, because for the definition list, it's like we have a term and we have a definition under it. So to do that, we have the first tag, which is DL, standing for definition list. So we have opened a definition list tag. So what goes into our definition list tag? We have the DT, which is a definition term. So what are we defining? Fruits. We are defining fruits. So DD, which stands for the definition data. Yeah, something like that. Definition data. So what about fruit are we talking about? They are sweet. No, not always sweet, and sometimes sour. Oh, sometimes sour. Yeah. So they are sweet and sometimes sour. So this is how the definition list also looks like on our website. All right. So that is all for today's lesson. The next lesson we'll be talking about HTML tables, how to insert pictures, and HTML form. See you guys in the next lesson. Subscribe and don't miss out on any video that will be posted on the YouTube channel. Alright, see you guys. Alright, guys, so these are my social media platforms. So on GitHub, it's Fortran Byte on Facebook, it's Kojobyte, and on Instagram it's underscore Kojobyte. So GitHub will be used to upload the files we use for our works. So I'm going to be posting all the files we use in our works. In case you want my code, want to compare my code to your code or to make corrections, I'm going to be uploading the files on GitHub. Aside that, if you want a one-on-one interaction, question and answers, or to follow up on my post, you can follow me or check my pages on Facebook and Instagram. You can also send any questions you have concerning web development to my Instagram page. Okay, see you in the next video.